Hello guys, in this lesson we are going to review how to plot points in the coordinate plane and also how to write the coordinates for any given points in the coordinate plane. Alright, so I would like to emphasize that this figure right here is the coordinate plane, and the coordinate plane consists of the x-axis and the y-axis. So the horizontal line here, you see this thick line here, all right, is the horizontal line, and that's the x-axis. You can see the x right here. And then the vertical line here is the y-axis. So meaning that the coordinate plane consists of the x and y-axis. All right, and this is how you can locate points. Okay, so now let's go. Let's go ahead and try the first problem. So pay attention to what we have here in this box saying that x comma y is an ordered pair. So meaning that x comma y cannot be switched. So we cannot switch these coordinates. Okay, so if we switch them, we get different locations. So that's why we need to be extra careful. All right, let's keep going. So I will also emphasize some other vocabularies that you may need as we go on. So let's go ahead and solve the first problem here. So the first problem here wants us to plot the point 2 comma 5. So 2 is for x and y and goes to 5. I mean, 5 goes to the y-axis. All right, so let's go. So we are going to go to the x-axis and count from 0. The 0 is here, and that's what you call the origin. So let's go ahead and write that down. So this is the origin here, okay? That's where the 0 is. So we're going to start from 0 and count 2 units to the right because you have positive 2 on the x-axis. So 1 and 2, okay? And then 5 is for the y-axis. So we're going to go 5 steps up from this point here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is your point A, which we're going to write as 2, 5. All right, let's go ahead and try the next problem right here. So point B is located on the coordinate plane with the coordinates 5, 2. So x is 5 and y is 2. All right, so we're going to start from counting 5 from the origin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And then we're going to go 2 steps up. 1, 2. All right, 2 steps, so 1 and 2. All right, just in case wondering how I'm doing this counting. All right, so that will be point B. That is 5, 2. All right, so let's keep going. For number 3, we have negative 2, 4. So let me change to green color. So negative 2 is for x and 4 is for y. So we're having a negative number. So from the origin, we're going to count 2 units to the left. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. All right. Okay. So and then since y is positive 4, we will go 4 units up. 1, and go 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is another way you can do that. So right there. So here. And you can take your eraser and erase this. See? All right. So we have, this is going to be C here, which is negative 2, 4. All right, let's go to the next. I am going to pause the video and let you try it yourself. So go ahead and pause your video and try it out. Let's see what you get. All right, for this number, we have 0, negative 5. So let's go ahead and locate point D. 0, negative 5. 0 is the origin. So we start from the origin and count 5 steps going down. This is going to be x-axis for 0, and the y-axis is what? Is going to take negative 5. So that means we're going to count 5 units down. This will be your point, B. And we can write 0, comma, -5. All right, let's move to the next one, the last one. So the last one is going to take, let's do black color. So the last one, -3 is for X, 0 is for Y. So we are going to go 3 units to the left of the x-axis. So 1, 2, 3 right here. Okay, I'm going to take my eraser and remove that. Okay, and since the y-axis, y coordinates is 0, we're just going to stay right here. And this will be the location for point E, -3, 0. All right, so I would also like to emphasize what you call quadrants. Okay, so this look, you can see that this coordinate plane is divided into 4 quarters or 4 parts. Okay, so the first is this. Okay, this part here is called the first quadrant. Okay, the second quadrant is represented like that. So you go counterclockwise. So from here it's first, second, then this is third and fourth. So that's the first right here. Then when you move to this part here, it will become the second quadrant. So we go counterclockwise. That's how you name the quadrants. Counterclockwise. Okay. So you can see that point A is in the first quadrant, point C is in the second quadrant, and point E is between the second quadrant and the third quadrant. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and write the coordinates of points in the coordinate plane. So let's begin with point F. So we are going to start by locating point F. So where is point F? So it happens that point F is located here, which is the first quadrant. And if we were looking for G, G is in the third quadrant. And if we're looking for H, H is it's the origin. And then if we're looking for I is in the fourth quadrant, okay? The fourth quadrant. All right, so let's go ahead and finish these problems. So F is in the first quadrant, so but we are going to count and find the coordinates. So you can see from F, if you go straight down, you find 5. So that means you have 5 for the X coordinate, and to get the Y coordinate, you're going to go to the left, and that will be 6. So it means that the coordinate for point F will be 5, 6. We go to the next one. So we're going to look for the coordinates for point G now. So point G is in the third quadrant. So and we expect the coordinates to be both negative. Okay. All right. So let's find that out. So if we go from G to the Y to the x-axis, we get -3. And if we travel to the y-axis from G, we get -3 as well. So we have 2 negative numbers. So that means -3, -3 will be the coordinates for G. Why don't you pause the video and try the third problem here, the section, and the fourth problem to see what you would get. All right, welcome back. So let's try to find the coordinates for H now. So I'm going to use green color right here, green. Okay, so for H is located right here, which is the origin. So for origin, we represent with 0, 0. Okay, and number 4, we are going to use blue again. So I is located in the fourth quadrant, and we should have a positive number versus a negative number. Okay, so I, if we go up, how many units? Go up, you know, we go to 3. And if we go to the left from point I, that number falls between 3 and 4, between -3 and 4 and -4. Okay, so if that's between -3 and -4, we can't use -3, we can't use -4. But then we need to find the number that's exactly between -3 and -4, and that number is -3.5, like 3.5. All right, so this is what we mean. So actually, you can also plot decimals or fractions in the coordinate plane. So sometimes they might not be all whole numbers. I hope you've learned something today about the coordinate plane or reviewed something. So just trying to make sure I get us all ready for geometry. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like it and share and comment. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can watch more videos. Thank you very much. See you next time.